Hello. Welcome to stream. How's it going?
Hello there.
Hello. It's working. Sound alerts is working. Look at that. Hi, Clockwork. Crow, how's it going? I always say Clockwork, but then I realized that you prefer Crow, I think, right? That's what you said? Happy Thursday, everybody. How's everybody going? How are you going? How is it going for everybody? I'm doing all right. I'm late. Yes, I am. I am late.
Hello there.
I have excuses, but I'm not going to give any. You can't have them. You cannot have my excuses. No, I kind of hyper-focused on a thumbnail because I was trying to find that stupid, was it a TikTok filter? Where it makes the eyes go bug-eyed like an alien or something, but it's really just like a zoom warp filter, or a spherized zoom warp filter, and I cannot find it in Photoshop, which is another reason to quit Photoshop. Although this might be a skill issue. I couldn't find the Google terms, but I didn't start that until like 5:50, so I took like 25 minutes. Thank you. I will never give up. It took like 25 minutes to make that stupid thumbnail, and I jury-rigged something together. I don't really have a preference per se. Clockwork just sounds weird to me. Oh, okay. Clockwork reminds me of Clockwork Orange, and I've never seen that movie, and I feel like every time I tell somebody who has seen that movie, they're like, "Why not? It's a classic." I don't really get that anymore. I mean, I do get people that are like, "Oh my gosh, you haven't seen that movie? Like, you haven't seen The Big Lebowski? Oh my gosh, that's crazy." But I don't think I'm so young that people shit on me for it anymore, which is weird. I used to keep a list. I think I'm pretty sure I still have it somewhere in like archives or something. But I had a list on my phone. It was just a text file that every single time some coworker would give me shit for not having seen some classic movie out there, I would put it in the list, and it's like, don't worry, I'll watch it. Like, I'll get to it eventually. See, here's all the things that I'm going to watch. And I actually did legitimately try to, like, take on that list, but it, I don't know, movies are a tough sell for me nowadays. Hi, Bite Beat, how's it going? I missed your hello there, even though I'm pretty sure I was just hyper-focusing on the story. But welcome in. Good to see you. Clockwork Orange is a classic, but it's also definitely not for everyone. Big Lebowski, however, I cannot recommend enough. That movie gets better every time I watch it. You know, I have been thinking about it. I'll probably watch it soon. I'm in a better mental space where, like, I feel like I have the time. And so it doesn't feel as much of a waste of time or a big risk, right? That's like the big thing with movies is like, I have such little energy that any energy I spend focusing on a new thing, getting into a mind space or whatever, I'm like, is this worth it? And like the less I know about it, the less it seems like it's worth it. So, but I also don't want to spoil things for me, so I'm not going to look up like a synopsis. So it's like a chicken and the egg problem for watching movies. Maybe, I do like good cinema. Maybe I'll figure that out and start watching more movies one day. What's sad, Glob? You know what? I gotta zoom in on YouTube chat, because I can't. I don't know why my video preview is so big. Let's give YouTube some more space, and then zoom in. There we go. No, not refresh. There we go. Okay, movie lists can get daunting. Carson Seth? Yes. In fact, I'm going to bring mine up because, like, there's a lot in there. I feel like if I feel like I could make content out of this. Be like, these are the top 10 movies that I've been told to see. Where the hell is it? Sorry, I'm letting chat pile up. Oh, you know what? I had it pinned for the longest time. Okay, I just gotta search for it. Movies. Movies to see. Here we go. Greetings, No Face. How's it going? Kreb the OK, welcome.
Hello there.
Been a while since I caught stream. Well, welcome back. We're gonna play some Satisfactory, so it's a good time to come back. I got an internship, so I haven't had much time. Congrats, that's awesome. Make sure they don't take advantage of you, but extract every bit of wisdom that you can. Like, yeah, I need to give unsolicited advice, but it's like you can get a lot of an internship. Hopefully it's paid, but if it's not, then it still could benefit you. Big Lebowski is a masterclass in extremely subtle details that are totally unnecessary for the plot, but do so much to build out of the characters. See, I like that. Usually. You know, in books like Game of Thrones, if you guys have ever read that, like there's a lot of unnecessary details. Like completely unnecessary details that actually take away from the book rather than add to it. At least that's my opinion. Like other people might enjoy it. But like I'm trying to remember like descriptions of food often, which I generally am okay with as long as they're not too crazy long. Hello there, Dr. Phineas. Sound alert stopped working now. Oh no, I didn't hear that one. Did you guys hear it? Am I just having a... there it is, and refresh. There we go. I missed my deadline for legal remediation. That might suck. Hopefully you raised the issue in time for people not to pin it all on you. Hopefully, yeah, how's that going? J-Waver, morning. Are you in Europe? That's the only way it could be, right? Europe or I guess West Pacific. Have you seen Geostorm? It had mixed reviews, but it looked cool. I have not heard of that. I placed a new game recommendation in your backlog Discord. Oh. I saw that. I mean, I see that now. Thank you. I'll have to take a look. The Altars. Ambitious survival, sci-fi survival with unique twist. You play as the lone survivor of a crash-landed expedition on a hostile planet. Sounds like that's right up my alley. Actually, that's probably all I need to read about it. The Altars looks awesome. Cool. You must form a new crew. So there's NPCs? Or is it like multiplayer? 84 on Metacritic's pretty good. I heard the HTTYD remake was good. What is HTTYD? The hitted. There were some things I had gripes about overall. Number 1 is Spaceballs 2: The Search for More Money. I saw that. I love Spaceballs. I should watch that again. People say Geostorm is bad, but they think it's because of the plot. Sadly, it's still a good movie, my perspective. Cool. I'm in Florida, but I like to say it's morning somewhere. That's awesome. It is morning somewhere. I won't spoil too much, but I'll give basic info. Humans control weather. That would be interesting if they actually take a scientific. If they go the interstellar route, where they take solid science, which is kind of difficult with weather, but you can theorize what might happen if you make drastic changes to the weather, and we have some evidence of chemtrails I don't think are real, but I do think that people have tried to control the weather by spreading chemicals in the air in the past. Like, I'm pretty sure they have, like in the 20s, or when was the Dust Bowl? I'm pretty sure that there was scientific research done to remediate stuff in the Midwest in the U.S., but I don't remember. But that could be cool if a movie actually took solid science and then like built on it and like really took it. They did what's the XKCD guy? Randy, what's his name? He did the What If? Yeah, the What If series. Like, I need to buy that book. I've been meaning to buy that book because I really like his stuff. But he does the same thing where like he'll take a solid understanding of the science and physics and chemistry and then extrapolates just as a thought experiment. Like, what would happen if a baseball hit the Earth at light speed? And it's like, okay, well, we know the mass of the baseball. We know the speed of light speed. We can calculate how much energy. We can theorize what would happen. And then it's like really interesting because it's like, oh, the first second this would happen. The second this would happen. The third second would cause this thermonuclear reaction or something, and it would like burn it. Like in the fourth second the atmosphere would light on fire. In the fifth second, like, whatever. I don't know about the baseball. It might have been a bigger object that I'm taking an example, but it would be cool to see something like that for the weather. All that to say. I raised it, but I only missed it by like 5 days. So I ran into hiccups. It's all done now. Okay, it doesn't sound like they punished you, but it just took longer, which sometimes things take longer. Look into it more. I won't spoil anything about the altars, but it has Frostpunk difficulty feel. I didn't play Frostpunk. I did. I beat Clair Obscure Expedition 33. And that was fantastic, and it's kind of making me want to like try out some more new games. I haven't played any FPS games. I stopped playing Deadlock because it's extremely imbalanced right now because it's in alpha, or I guess beta now. And so I'm missing that adrenaline PvP FPS or mechanically robust kind of like PvP game from my repertoire. Like I normally have like a sweaty game that I play, a single player game that I play, and then a chill out game that I play, like Satisfactory. I heard about this game called Arena Breakout, if anybody plays extraction shooters. And it looks like Tarkov. And since Tarkov is like super cheater infested, I'm like, maybe Arena Breakout. I don't know. Not like chemicals with the weather control? Okay. No, you're good, Jay Weaver. I mean, I jump all over the place all the time. And I like thinking about things. New things. Jumping around. This time I'm like overly paying attention to YouTube chat. I need to look at Twitch chat. How am I doing today, Dr. Phineas? I think I'm doing good. I stayed up extremely late last night by choice. Because I had today off. Today's a holiday for, I think it's a bank holiday. I don't know. I was told that I have today off. I hope that I actually did. Nobody called me, so I'm good. But I just stayed up super late, playing Satisfactory, woke up super late, played more Satisfactory, and now we're ready. Yeah, I definitely got a late start on getting ready for stream because I was playing Satisfactory. Still waiting on Shapes 2. I know, Bite Beat. That Shapes 2... Shapes 1 came at a time when I was like really burning out hard. And so like it was a good chill out game for a little bit, but it was so task oriented that it kind of like I kind of had to let it go. If you know what I mean. And Shapes 2 was just kind of like, it's got that glow, that emotional glow, Like, I don't know if that makes any sense, but it's like, when I think of Shapes, I think of like how stressed out I was at that time. So like, I'm waiting for that glow to kind of like, even out, and like, maybe I just need to rip the Band-Aid off and just play Shapes 2 soon. I'm playing Satisfactory now, so maybe not, in the immediate future. But I do want to play it. I think I own it. How to Train Your Dragon. I've seen that movie. Cats, good to see you. Sorry, I didn't see your message for a while. Hopefully, you usually don't have a lot of time, but good to see you. I'm doing good. XKCD's What If is an absolute wild name drop, given I just saw one for the first time ever earlier today. You know, I think XKCD is like mostly a software developer slash like academic community thing, because like I've heard about it since I was in high school and I've always known about it, but I like when I went to work, I found out a lot of people that just had never seen XKCD before, and I was like, XKCD is like a household name, isn't it? Like, it's so amazing. Like, go to just Google XKCD or search whatever however you search. Go binge XKCD. It's awesome. And his What If series is even better. In fact, I might go... No, I'm just going to buy the book. I was going to say I might go binge them again, but I should just buy the book. I am on vacation this week, so streaming later, so it's all good. Nice. I hope you have a good stream. I have this problem of playing a game too much at once and becomes like a job, and I have to do it, and it's no longer fun. Yes. I 100% know what you mean. Like, Satisfactory has kind of come and gone for that. Like, it's filled that role before where I'm like, okay, I gotta get this far. Like, I was doing it today. I was like, I gotta get to the point where I can drop the space elevator. Because, like, I was finishing Clair Obscur Expedition 33, and I'm like, okay, I gotta get to the space elevator for stream. And then it's, like, no longer me playing for fun. I'm playing to, like, get to a certain point for you guys. And that's, like, that's less fun. I used to do that a lot more in the past, though. Not as much nowadays. Thanks, Glob. MMO rating back in the day? Sorry, I missed that context. I didn't really do much MMO rating. I tried to get into MMOs. Basically, MMOs is like one of the few genres of games that I just have never been able to crack into. And I've tried. Like, I am so jealous of, like, friend groups that are, like, so tightly knit, and they just have fun, and they hang out, and they, like, do things together, and it's like they're living a social life online, having fun, very inclusive, like, helping each other, thinking about each other. It just sounds so wholesome and fun to be in an MMO group. Maybe I'm, like, idolizing it from the outside too much, but yeah, I like tried, and I could never find a group that, like, cared enough to, like, invite me again. And that sounds super harsh, but I'm not meaning it very harsh. Like, they were, like, end game, and I was always early, and, like, I don't blame people for not carrying me to end game, you know. I just had to, like, play alone, and I was like, I only have so much energy to play alone in an MMO because it's boring as frick. I've been familiar with the comic for 20 years, just not the YouTube videos. Oh, okay. Well, they were posts before, so the YouTube videos are readings of the posts, I believe. It was like a full-time job that I hated. Oh, got it. Yeah, I wouldn't like that part. Although, when I was working at GameStop, I would have customers that would be like, I got a job because of World of Warcraft. And I was like, how? I was like, well, I was a raid leader, and, you know, another guy was a guild leader. And I was like, that takes management. Like, you gotta know people, you gotta think about people, you have to, like, figure out who's going to be good and, like, let them down if they're not going to be good, but in a nice way that doesn't piss off everybody in the guild. And it's like, sure, I guess I could see that. That makes sense. It's notable in the simulator games like Roadcraft. Oh, like the play the games like a job. Yeah. Speaking of Space Elevator and for stream, Is that your light hint for me to get going in Satisfactory? Because I'm totally down. People are overrated. You know what, No Face? You're probably right. But I haven't been convinced of that yet. Yeah. I have a love-hate relationship with people. That says nothing. Most people are overrated, at least. I guess. Yeah. Sorry, I'm going to a therapy place because like I'm having to kind of challenge a lot of my preconceptions about life, which is something you might do in therapy. I won't go into it any more than that, but I really do think people, like, everybody is just trying to make it, and they may have different starting places, but like assholes, narcissists, I mean, obviously actions have consequences, and if somebody does something to you, that doesn't mean that they're like they deserve your time and energy. So that's not what I'm saying, but I'm like, people are underrated in my opinion. Obviously, don't keep space in your life. Like I'm bouncing back and forth because I don't want to take my words to be taken out of context or like, come across wrong, but like I guess everybody deserves a friend, and if I truly believe that, then like I guess it's so easy to go through life assuming everybody's an asshole. But if you believe that statement, that everybody deserves a friend and everybody is capable of being your friend, then like how does that change your perspective and how you interact with people? But that's actually probably the worldview that I'm having to challenge right now. We'll see. I'll let you guys know if I like come out the other side and I'm like, people suck. I love how deeply you're thinking about this. That's like a character flaw. And I say that it's not supposed to, I'm not flexing, but like I often take things a little too seriously in terms of like thinking about it, and I spend a little bit too much energy thinking about it, Longer I've worked in the EMS, the less I like people. Is that emergency services? I do not blame you, Shap. That's yeah. I cannot respect you guys anymore. Like that is such a heroic job. And they're like all different parts, like yeah. There's a universe in which I went into medical field. Not to say that I could or that people that are already in the medical field are like oh I'm right there, but like there's something that draws me to that type of profession where I'm like helping people like in the worst times of their life. But you're also seeing people on the worst day of their life. A lot of them. And then you're also seeing people that is like not the worst day of their life, but they're acting like it or trying to get you to believe that is the worst day of their life. And that's like, Sharon, like your neighbors are fine. They're not trying to kill you. They're cutting their lawn. Leave them alone. My clip finger is ready. Why? What do you, Rachel makes all your friends? What? Wait, I missed something. I generally try to avoid people that have not been vetted by people I trust. That's an approach. My software brain's like, hey, what if we made a service that would like use some kind of programmatic vetting service that's like people you trust, so you could like put in your friend profile like the people and personalities that you want to like filter people through, and then you could like give them a name and it could go off all to, like basically all of that scary privacy, like terrible for privacy data collection that literally every company is doing on you. You like go get that stuff and search through it and be like, okay, this person, that's like Black Mirror though. I would never want to make that kind of service. That would be scary. People's actions have convinced me they are selfish assholes. I stay guarded. And that's yeah. Yeah. All me saying that, like, my actions aren't what I'm talking about. I also stay guarded, so I know what you mean. Nudge. Thank you, Bytebeat. You're talking about being taken out of context. Okay. Friends CA. I'm not sure what CA means in this situation. Mirror Knight. Hello. How's it going? Okay. Bytebeat is right. Let's get started with some Satisfactory. So I was finishing Clair Obscure Expedition 33. So I after last stream, which I started a new save, I didn't do very much until a couple days ago. So I've not gotten the elevator. I would like to do that today. I have actually started organizing my base, which is really weird. No more Tentacle Town. Maybe. I'll probably get sick of it and do Tentacle Town at some point. Probably by aluminum or so. But today we're gonna look at my new base. We're gonna look at the kind of the direction I'm going. I want to prototype some stuff, but I really actually just want to unlock stuff. I need coal power. Maybe that's going to be my main thing today, is like getting coal power. Unlock the space elevator, unlock the things I need for coal power, get coal power. I might have to increase my biomass generator fleet, unfortunately, but we'll see. Anyway, let's jump in. Yeah. There we go. Should I expect Italian cuisine? No, actually. I mean, maybe if spaghetti has right angles. Are there any right-angled spaghetti? Like elbow, like macaroni? Can you guys hear that? Macaroni doesn't count. I'm about to be enraged by the number of dismantle crates sitting around the world. I don't think so, but I am also not going to turn them on. Okay, you can hear it. Cool. Friends Certificate Authority. Okay, got it. Yes. I was thinking more like Friends as a service. So this is the starting. This is the starting factory, and you can see I've got all the basics, and I'm just I got a tiny mall with basic stuff. And I've got a very small biomass generator fleet. Less than 200 megawatts. In fact, we're probably encroaching upon the top limit. But yes, I have planned. Basically, I'm not going to be making factories on the ground anymore, and I'm not going to be doing them in the air like last time. So, last stream, I mean, I started this new save. No, last save. I wanted to build factories completely in the sky. And what I learned from that was that sucks a lot. Not only from a resource routing perspective, like getting all the resources to the place to put them in the sky. Then fuel management for drones. And, like, every time I want to, like, basically I spent most of my time on building fuel factories. I think I had 12 or so, like, sky factories. And, like, 5 of them were for fuel. And that was stupid. So I'm going to do the happy compromise. We're going to do actual factory buildings. Also because I want to use the personal elevator when I unlock that. You can see I've got some faux supports because you don't really need them. But I'm going to be turning them into concrete here pretty soon because I've got resource intake down here, which I freaking love the wall hole conveyor wall holes. They are so good. I mean, this is basically the same thing as the conveyor wall, the three across conveyor wall, but like now they're so much more compact, and I'm loving it. So, Scactories, if you will. Scactories was not that great. Was that sushi in my factory? That's sushi to the awesome shop. So no worries. Tagliatelle is right-angled spaghetti. Okay. Turn on your dismantle crate markers. That's the quick challenge. We'll see. Give me a sec. Okay, so another thing I learned is that when I have maintenance floors, basically like any kind of resource floors, I always made them really short. I like basically made them 4 meters tall. And if you do that, then your splitters are basically the size, like the height. Like your splitters are huge. I never realized how big splitters are. And it's unwieldy. You can't move fast through it. So I was like, you know what? We'll just do a very tall maintenance floor. So yeah, this is like the first recipe production line, and this is for reinforced plates. So let's go upstairs. What? Oh, I guess I didn't finish this. Oh, that's right. Well, I'm going to ignore that right now. Promptly does not ignore it. I was going to put a corner... Oh, no, I can do that. You know that part where I said I was going to ignore it? I have failed. Yeah. Okay, I don't know if I want to keep this, but that's what I've got. So I've got these segments. So I've got eight segments long. More if I need it. Is that 8? Yeah, 8. So that is 32 meters, and then 16 meters wide. And these are my like production lines for now. This is like my non-blueprinted factory. Until I do blueprints. I'm not exactly sure how I'm gonna do everything, but I've basically upgraded in every way. Like my factory is not only I have no belt routing up top, but I'm doing like instead of like dirty wires or like chaotic wires, I'm doing like direct routing. So I'm like routing the wires on these walls. I don't know. It just feels clean. I don't know if I'm going to keep up with it. We'll see. Like this felt okay to build. Like it didn't feel too much. But it did take longer. It took a lot longer than normal. But I feel a lot better leaving this alone and leaving it to the end of time than I have about literally every other factory that I've built quickly just to get it working. I was like, I'm eventually going to clean that up, and then I never did. So this one is it benefits from being a lot cleaner up front. But like I said, we'll see. Hang on, I'm going to go harvest some stitch plates. I did get some hard drive recipes, alternate recipes. I don't think... Can you see alternate recipes anywhere? Like, I guess at once. I guess not. Oh, and I put the hub up here. the hub up here? I had no idea. Okay. Upgraded from call space to Walt space. Yes. So, the hub is up here. I actually was thinking originally I was going to make my entire base up here. Like I was going to build like a octagonal base up here, but then this thing kind of ruined it. Like I can't dismantle this column. And I didn't really want to build around it. And also, like, I've realized I really need to just conform to the rectangular build spaces, because every build that I've done, like I did the Decaicosahedron or whatever it was. So I like did it was an 18-sided 3-dimensional polygon factory. And that sucked. Like inside it was a mess. So I think I'm going to stick with rectangles, which is boring. But I think I can soup it up in different ways. In general, I kind of am half an aesthetic builder and half a get it done builder. I like having a design principle that I kind of go towards, because it lets me forget about the goal of the task, because, you know, sometimes it's a little bit too far, you know, that the gratification is too far. Like when you're building nuclear, for instance, and you've got all of these constituent parts that you've got to go build up to, like it helps to like not just be pounding away getting all of those product lines built at once, because you've done it already, right? Everything in nuclear you've already built before, except for, you know, the final products before nuclear, like you know, the radioactive products or the fuel rods and stuff. So having an aesthetic to like work on the side really helps. So I'm not exactly sure what that aesthetic is going to be in this save. Rhombocuboctahedron. Yes, actually, that does sound like that sounds very familiar. No Face, take it easy. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for dropping by. Thank you for not driving and texting again. Thank you for not. And yeah, have a good night. All alts at once or recipes in a specific item at once? I was thinking all alts at once. I'd like to see like what my choices have been, because it's nice to compare. I don't know what you guys use to see what an alternate recipe is worth. Hang on, I gotta open this in private window. But this Reddit post is goated. Because they're using, I mean, there's probably other calculators to figure out what optimal recipes are. But, you know, just having F to S tier, and then they use an optimization tool, so they have some math behind it. Now, if the math isn't perfect, I don't care. But it does give me kind of like a good way to determine at least first stab value of any given hard drive recipe or alternate recipe I get. There's an alt recipe in the MAM now? Oh, really? Okay, good. Is that recipe up to date with the new alts? 9 months ago. So I'm assuming yes. Satisfactory 1.0 came out in, was it September? So I believe they did update it. I don't know if there are new alts as of 1.1. Yeah. So like so unfortunately most of the alts I've gotten so far are B tier. But that's good enough. That's like right in the middle of the road. I got stitch plates. Oh, let's go to the hard drive library. Alt recipe in the MAM. I don't think there is. Let's see. What was... Oh? Recipes? Well, that's okay. I got cast screws, which is awesome. I got stitched iron plate, which is pretty good. I used that a lot in my last save. I also got... I think I got a bolted frame, but I don't remember. Yeah, cast screws. Yeah, so that was nice. Oh, um, I use satisfactorytools.com when I was playing with a friend to help plan things out. Nice. I have been using the Satisfactory modeler, which is amazing, by the way. Thank you to whoever, I don't remember who like told me about that, my last save. Let's see, I have it open. Where is it? There it is. So this is the Satisfactory modeler, and it's a tool in Steam, so you can just go get it in Steam. I believe it's free. And I've got, you can add a outpost, so it's like a folder, and then you can just build recipes. So you can have like different production lines in here represented. So like I want to build, let's see, you right click and then you can choose something. Now I want to build a product. I've got rotors. I need to do rotors. So this actually works. It's just a regular rotor. So we have the end result, and let's say I want to have two rotor lines. So two assemblers at max speed, not max speed, but like 100% speed. So what do I need for that? So now I can take this iron bars and I'll pull it out, and I can choose my recipe, iron bar. So I need 2.67, 2 and 2.2 constructors. And for that, I need, with a regular iron ingot, I need 1.3 smelters. And we'll just give it an iron ore. And you can even give it the whatever ore vein you have. And this one is normal, so I have normal ore veins. That works. So 40. I need 40. It'll use 2/3 of one miner. And then let's see. I also need screws, and I've got cast screws, so I'll pick that. And then I'll pull that out. I've got more iron ingots. And in fact, since it's both iron ingots, let's delete this one and just pull it over to iron ingots. So now I just need 2 full smelters for iron. And that takes up 1 full normal node of iron. And then I need 3 constructors for cast screws. And then I need probably 2 belts. Because I only have Mark II belts. And Mark II is only 120 per second. Now, there's probably more tools to like tell you what belts. Like I probably could set the belt types that I have, and it'll like spawn more nodes, but I haven't bothered with that because I can do that myself. My production went down. Thank you. I believe it was you and Casual. Oh, okay. Yeah, we learned about it from Kibitz. Yes, it's amazing. I freaking love this tool. Looks like the miner got limited. Let's see. I mean, it would normally tell me. It would be more than 2 machines, and 2 machines does 60 ore per second. So I think it. Oh, maybe you're right. Oh, you're right. It needs 90. So I do need 2. How did you see that? I didn't notice that. So I need 3 smelters. I need 7 constructors and 2 assemblers. And for sure, I'll need 2 belts. So I'll probably have 2 constructors merging into 2 belts per pair, or one belt per pair going into the assembler, and that's like so much easier. Let's just throw that one out there. I didn't finish that one. Oops. Cool. Satisfactory Modeler is absolutely magical of a tool. Yes, it is. It's very good. That is a great one too. Yeah. It honestly, I saw it shift in numbers when you link the iron ingots. Oh, okay. Okay, I'll have to watch out for that. Oop. Okay, so maybe we'll work on that eventually with rotors, because I do need rotors. But the first thing I want to do is get that space elevator up. So I need 400 iron rods, and I need a bunch of concrete and a bunch of wire. So let's go get that. And we got to figure out where we want to be. I was thinking I would put it on top of that plateau up there. I was also thinking about making a giant, thick, like concrete platform on supports. Okay. I need 1,500, right? So we'll keep 1 stack after the 1,500 of wire, and then iron rods. One sec. 15 and 15. I gotta even these out so that they're filling, because I'm filling the same container. I just want to make sure that one doesn't overblow the other. I also am going to put some of those stitch plates back. Actually, let's sink them, because I got a bunch. And I want to put my coal away. I went out on a couple exploration treks. I went and found Doggo Cave, because I saw a short that told me about Blade Runners you can get in Doggo Cave. Which, if you guys actually want to know, you can either search that short, or maybe if we're in the area, I can show you where I got it. But that was super awesome, and it's been really nice. They've also made some changes to how Blade Runners, or momentum works when you're crouch jumping, which is kick-ass. I really, really like what they've done, because you speed up a bit, and your max speed is a lot faster when you get going. Let's see, can I make another personal box? Put the coal away, and why don't we get some more biofuel? I'll make it on my way. Let's put this on. Okay, I got enough. Cool. Why do we have multi-item bins? Because I was just speeding up. Like, I didn't need that much of each material at the time. And since I was manually crafting a lot, I just threw them into the same container. When setting up a production chart like that, you want a specific output. Where you want a specific output, just skip the step of adding miners, because it'll tell you how much ore per minute you need on the smelter input slot, which I had done before, but that's a good call. Had a bathroom break about the Reddit post. Did I miss anything? We talked about Satisfactory Modeler. If you don't use that, let me know, because I'll show it to anybody that asks, because it's such a good tool. Come on, bro. The red ones are so tanky. I think I've already unlocked this hard drive. I don't remember. Now I'm getting sloppy now. I should just go straight. Take aim. I can tank 3. Do I have room for that? I don't. Let's not pick it up then. I do have room for this. I guess I don't have room for this. Make room for the cooler? Well, you know what? I'll pick it up if I get the hard drive. Let's put it that way. Repairs needed. Crystal quartz, which I do not have. So let's leave this alone. I'll pick up the super cooler next time. Oh, valuable for sync points. Holy shit, you just... Because I don't use that for... research. Like, no, there's no MAM research that use super coolers. So that's 100% good call. Oh, I can just pick it up. I'll have inventory slots soon when I start putting down concrete. Do I want to put the... Hang on. Do I want to put the sky elevator here? I think I do. I think I'm not gonna spend a ton of time looking for a good spot. I can always move it later. Hang on, watch this. Anyway. Oh. I'll pick it up. Don't worry. Most of the high-end parts you find around pods are only good for the sink. Okay. I think... Okay, I think I'm just going to throw something up for now. I would like to make... If you guys remember in Star Wars, Episode 6... This is going to make me sound super nerdy for the way I'm going to talk about this, but Episode 6, Return of the Jedi, there's a specific part where Luke and Darth Vader are talking. Luke has like turned himself in to the Empire, and they're like in the glass walkway. Like it's just like an over what do you call that? It's like a it's just a freaking hallway that's glass, and you can see out into the woods, and they're like talking about like, oh, there's good in you, I know. Anyway, they're in a building. The building that they're in is a landing pad. And the landing pad is super cool. Like, I always thought. Like, the landing pads that they have in that, like, I don't know. I'll just skip to the point. I want to make that landing pad. It just feels good. I'm very attracted to architecture. That is exotic and like futuristic, scientific, like sci-fi. So for now, let's just throw something up. Let's see, 10 up from the contact point. That's fine. That might look a little jank, but we'll fix it in post. Not the bins. Maybe the spell-elevator? What's a spell-elevator? You basically never need those parts in small enough quantities that the pod debris would be impactful. You know, I guess my default is to save everything because it will save you It'll save you time. So whenever you get a new recipe and you're able to create something that you need either for the MAM research or just for building a single thing of something, like a blender. I'm pretty sure supercoolers are used in blenders. Like if I want to just build one blender, maybe they're not used in blenders, but I don't remember. If I want to just build one of it, I can because I have enough of the parts. But I think it's fine. I think I can not be a hoarder. Have I used them? Yes, I have used them to do that. It's not like I'm saving them for no reason, you know? But I think I want sync points more because this is a new save and I want to unlock stuff. I have not been playing for 6 hours. Don't out me like that. I have been playing for 6 hours. I'm sorry, I lied. I used to play like that too, and then I realized I will likely never need to build just one blender. Sure. It has happened for me. Space plus elevator. Oh, yeah. Yes. What am I doing? Spending too much time designing something as a throwaway. No, just chill out. Just chill out. I don't need to make it perfect. Okay, 5. Wait, what's the space elevator dimensions? Is it 16? Or 8 by 8? I think it's 8 by 8. So it still happens to me on occasion, but it's rare enough that I personally would rather sync. I think that's where I'm at now. 54 meters square, which divided by 4 is 9. So it's 9 by 9. Wait. Have I made this lopsided? 4, 3, 4 is 11. Foundations are 8 meters. I thought they were 4 meters. No, you're right. They are 8 meters. So is that 7.5 then? Or 6.5? No, that's 11 times 6. I'm streamer braining really hard. What is the square root of 54? It's not the square root of 54. Oh my gosh. Thank you. It's 54 divided by 4. Oh, which is 12.5, right? 12. 13 and a half. 13 and a half. 7.4 around there? Okay. I gotta say, like, I have gone 0 streams without mentioning ADHD, but like, as I have let myself chill the fuck out about ADHD, excuse me, I know it's not Friday and I swore, but I let myself go in terms of like exactness and like getting things right so that I can't be judged or like made fun of, I guess, or I guess, yeah, judged or made fun of. But that means that like my faculties for doing certain things like simple math are like not immediately available. And that's like not very that's kind of unsettling. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. Okay, 3 out from the other side. You have an in-game calculator? Yes, I do. Thank you for reminding me. Which I used today. I used today like 6 times. You guys, I don't know if you guys noticed, but I had a calculation in there. I'm pretty sure it was 54 by 4 too, divided by 4. Anyway, the space elevator is 6.5 foundations on a side. Okay. Now I'm streamer braining even though I'm not streaming. Yeah, I mean, it happens. I was talking with a friend. And they're like, because they were helping me play a game that I've never played before. I started Night Rain. Started Elden Ring Night Rain, which is like it's a roguelike extraction third person action like Dark like Souls game. Which is kind of cool and fun. It's hard. And you kind of have to be a little familiar with Elden Ring like mechanics, which you don't have to be. You're just gonna run into a lot of difficulty and like learning curve, as you do with Souls games. But they were like talking a lot in game, like telling me how to play, telling me and my buddy that were playing it, and they're like, I'm gonna need to stop talking so that I can lock in for this, because my brain is working at half speed and I keep on messing up. And I was like, it exists, streamer brain. This is the thing that people on YouTube don't get. The I'm literally screaming at my screen right now, crowd. Like, it's okay. It's okay. $66. Hi, Bobby Thompson. How's it going? Is that order 66? Or was that your contribution to the streamer brain math conversation? Okay. Let's go ahead and take a look. We got 1, 2, and change on that side. We got 1, 2, and change on that side. We got 1, 2, and change. 1 and a lot of change on this side. So let's kick it back. And we'll kick it back again. Okay, that's centered on that axis. We got 1, 2, and change. We're a hair off of center. And we're a hair off center here too. So that's too much. Let's do that. So now we're touching the center square. Wait, was that on 2? No, that's 2 and change. Okay, we got to do one more. Now we're inside center square. Now we're inside center square. Cool. Now we're centered. Let's see. Where is they're both inputs? Okay, that's fine. You said 6 times 11. Oh, okay. Have you beat the game yet? The ending is pretty cool. I have not. I keep on getting... Well, I only have one 1.0 save. And I got really far. I was talking about it earlier. I made an entire world in which all my factories, like 90% of them, were in the sky. And that kind of burned me out. Among other things. I had to stop playing the game for some personal reasons, but... Turns out having sky factories is a real pain in the ass because of drone fuel. Grab him. Yeah. Man, there's a astrophysicist YouTuber that I watch named Angela. Crap, what's her name? Let's listen to Ada while I find her.
Assembly initialized. Congratulations, Pioneer. The space elevator will now automatically connect with the Project Assembly orbital platform. Project Assembly is divided into phases, each of which require the delivery of project parts, such as smart plating, via the space elevator. Subsequent phases unlock access to new tiers with more advanced technologies to construct, automate, explore, and exploit. It is time to be honest. This project is part of the Save the Day program, the largest united undertaking in human history, destined to save us all.
Is it?
Earth is in peril and only Fix-It pioneers offer hope for survival. Fix-It is counting on you. Humanity is counting on you. Do not let Fix-It down.
You know, the more I've heard that explanation, the more I wonder if it's true. Am I being gaslit by Ada? Because she, or Ada, they, or whatever it is certainly a gaslights you in other parts of the dialogue. I have not found this YouTuber that I'm trying to talk about. I might have to give up. Oh, found her. Angela Collier. And she's an astrophysicist. So lots of education, lots of she's like an academic, really. And so I enjoy her opinion on things. You know, and like she does lots of physics conversations. She's talked about string theory. She's talked about black holes. She's talked about other things. And she did one on the viability of space elevators. And it made me very sad because she gave some very convincing arguments for why space elevators are probably not going to be a thing for a very long time. But space elevators are super cool. I just really love the idea of I love the idea of the Earth swinging a rope around that lets us climb it. It's a real sci-fi Jack and the Beanstalk situation. Maybe you're just getting resources for an AI overlord and the Earth was destroyed long ago. That sounds... what movie does that sound like? It sounds like a couple movies, or at least books or stories. There you go. I picked up your stuff. Okay. Let's pick up Hatcher remains, and let's go build space elevator stuff. So I think the plan is to have this up here. I'm going to build catwalks around it and an elevator up the middle. Up the middle and then like stairs or something to the platform. I'm probably going to expand all of the columns. I'm going to wrap them, at least on, the outer edges, the outer two edges, with more foundations so that the columns look a lot thicker, because this looks kind of silly. But, I'll do that offline. I think the plan is to have a drone delivery, and then I can just deliver myself to the platform so that I can actually press the button. Oblivion with Tom Cruise? Was it Oblivion? Wasn't Oblivion the one where he kept on getting revived? I thought the aliens were like... The aliens were killing the human race, but I thought the human race wasn't dead already. What year is Geostorm made? Dismantling the drop pod is pretty nice in the beginning game to get resources you need. Yeah, and once I unlock that one, which I need crystal quartz. I need quartz. I don't think I can make that yet. I have to unlock it. I do need to find... Yeah. Oh, crap. I turned everything into powder quartz. Crap. I gotta find a quartz node. I'm thinking of day after tomorrow. So I was thinking about situations where somebody, like a clone or a robot or a person, they're trying to like save the Earth, and then they, they're working with artificial intelligence or some kind of like overseer character, and then they break out and find out the Earth is already actually destroyed. Which is not day after tomorrow. With my Oblivion guess. Wait. Now I'm more confused. Edge of Tomorrow? Oh, I think Edge of Tomorrow is the Tom Cruise. I don't think I've seen Oblivion. Noob, that's a good call. Thank you. Planet of the Apes. Sure, Planet of the Apes fits that. Oblivion is the most AI thing. I need to watch that. I've seen clips from it, and I think when I used to watch Corridor Digital, they had a couple Oblivion scenes, and I was like, oh, that looks cool. But I still haven't... Actually, it's probably on my list. It's not on my list. I'll add it. I don't think I'm going to use this list anytime soon. So yeah, the top items on my list, which are not in any order, is Everything Everywhere All at Once, Nobody, Magnificent Seven. I'm talking about movies that I've been ridiculed at work for not having seen. Sometimes just joked around and like, oh man, kids these days. Sometimes it's like actually like, oh my, can't believe you haven't seen that. It's like, I'm sorry. RoboCop remake I heard was pretty good. I also haven't seen RoboCop, so I'm sorry. Django Unchained. I feel like that one would fuck me up, so I kind of been putting it off. Tenet, I've heard is really fun, although I've heard criticism of it, but, I don't know. I don't know that I care for the criticism. We'll see. Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid, The Jerk with Steve Martin, Super Troopers, Three Amigos, another Steve Martin. I've heard Blade Runner 2049 was really good. Pulp Fiction I've never seen. Dirty Harry. Lincoln. Wolf of Wall Street. Train to Busan. Parasite. Things to Do in Denver When You're Dead. That wasn't the top list. That was like almost the whole list. But I think actually, surprisingly, if you know what I'm talking about. We were talking about movies that we hadn't seen, and I mentioned I haven't seen Big Lebowski, and then I was talking about this list of movies that I make that to get people off my back. But yeah, about half of the list is already checked out. Like I did actually make an honest effort to kill the list. Nice. Armadillo. That was a good one. I even clicked streamer mode on Discord. How's it going, Armadillo? Good to see you. Day After Tomorrow is another Tom Cruise movie that's about him dying and restarting. I thought Day After Tomorrow was the climate change cataclysm. New York freezes over or floods. Everything floods, freezes over, and it's like crap. Who was? I don't remember the guy's name. The actor's name. The dad figure in that movie. But it had the girl from Phantom of the Opera. The latest Phantom of the Opera movie. Gosh, I can't remember any actors' names right now, so I'm just gonna not try. Edge of Tomorrow is the Tom Cruise movie. Okay, that makes sense. Okay, I have spare awesome tickets. I marked a bunch of Awesome Shop stuff. I think windowed walls are going to be next. Ooh, and I don't have ladders yet either. Okay. Be nice to have roofs as well. But I've already gotten a lot. Like you've seen, I've unlocked a ton. I think I want steel framed windows as well. Similar names, yeah. Organization, what? Oh yeah, you can't see it down here because this is my first. This is my like basic materials. But if you look at my actual, planned factory, which is going to be everything moving forward, and I'll probably replace everything on the bottom. Also, hi, Ambling Soul, welcome in. And we have a giant maintenance floor for routing of materials, and it looks very nice. And there are no belts on the top floor. And we have here stitch plates. You can see the power is all being routed. I have no traversal wires, I guess. I don't like this. I don't like how it's coming up from the ground. And like coming over here, I want to route this somewhere else, but that's for another time. I'll fix that later. But everything goes to the subfloor, and then I'm going to be starting a mall, an item mall underneath. So everything will be just underneath here, and it'll just be a hop skip from the ground. And it also prevents the bean from walking in on my factories and just like standing in the middle of all this working machinery. So I'm pretty excited about that. What's going on? My stream stopped. There we go. We're good. Sistunigiska. Welcome in. How's it going? The bean will find a way. I mean, yeah, the bean will walk up the stairs somehow and get inside. I tried to organize things. I still fail. Yeah, we'll see how it goes. I fully admit that I might get tired of it. We'll see. Have you seen Interstellar? I've watched it 6 times. I've seen it like 3. And honestly, I was thinking about another watch because YouTube keeps on suggesting it to me because it's a free movie on YouTube right now. And that is Kick-Ass because I love that movie. Okay, let's take a look at the assembler for smart plating. Now the question is, but I only need 50. 1, 1, and 1. So I only need 50 rotors. I have 60 in my inventory. Hater's gonna hate. But Krakenator's gonna Krakenate. So that'll get the first elevator thing going. Maybe, okay, so what do we... I want to give you guys the choice. Do we build the rotors for the factory? Do we go look for quartz and hard drives? Or... Actually, yeah, let's just stick it to those two choices. Using the Summer Sloops to duplicate the alien capsules and power slugs is the best thing you could do in-game. I started a new save, and that was the first thing I work on before getting to Tier 3. Okay. I have Summer Sloops, but I don't have alien material yet. So, oh yeah, so if we go out to get quartz, we'll look for, what's it called? Sam ore. It's going good. I don't know if I've missed a few streams, but if I have, sorry, that's okay. I'm just here to hang out. I'm here to help people chill out and hang out with somebody. So honestly, like, if you have better... Okay, we have to go up. Never mind. I was going to try and give you guys a choice, but nobody responded, and now we have to go out to get fuel. I think even if I went full-time as a streamer, I would still want people to... Maybe not want, but like, I'm happy if you have better things to do than watch my stream. Like, go out there and live life. There's amazing things out there. You know, throughout all of the struggles and dark times in my life and difficulties I've had, like, I've never been more convinced that, like, life is so fun and there's, like, so much new stuff out there to explore and eat and do and people to meet. So get out there. Now, if you want to stay home and watch a silly dude who calls himself an eldritch sea creature, I'm fine with that too. Everybody needs something. This music sounds like an alarm that will not wake you up. I know. I know what you mean. Gotti. I can't say anything. I'm named after a biological energy cycle. Kreb? Kreb is a biological energy cycle? Or am I saying it wrong and it's not Kreb the OK? It's like Theok or something. The Kreb cycle. Oh, that does sound familiar. Here I go, picking up literally everything, so I have no space. No wonder I don't have any space ever. Let's see. Condense the protein. What is the Krebs cycle? YouTube chat be slow as balls. It usually is, and that's okay. I haven't done a lot to like make YouTube like play the YouTube stream game. And I'll get there one day. Oops, wrong thing. What am I doing? Ma'am. Doop doo 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 woo whoop boo. Doop doo 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 woo woo whoop boo. Doop doo 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 whoop boo. Oh, I need Caterium as well. I should write this down. Let's see. I've used conveyor, personal elevators, wall holes. I have used wall holes. Vertical lift splitters I have not used. So I'll keep that on here. Let's add some public notes. I want sulfur, quartz, deuterium, and SAM ore. And I think that's it. Let's see. OB. Let's do OB. Nope. Okay, it's line by line. That is unfortunate. Very unfortunate. How come it's not working? Slash? There's no end. There we go. So it was line by line, and I just need a slash break. Okay. I have no space, but I must pick up. Yeah. I have no mouth, and I must scream. I have no space, and I must pick up. I think the Krebs cycle has to do with photosynthesis. Photosynthesis is wild. Like, I mean, I am, what's that called? I'm an extreme layman when it comes to chemistry. I was never very good in chemistry classes in college. Don't I have a hard drive? I do. Oh, that's what the hard drive library is. Okay, I wonder why nothing's showing up there. Okay. But the fact the photosynthesis is wild. The fact that plants can use just the energy from the sun and how faint it is, you know, it with extreme efficiency to break and bond molecules together in a way that gives them energy, chemical energy for living, is just, it's so cool. It's so cool. It's used in animal cells inside the mitochondria. Oh, okay. It's a series of the Krebs cycle is a series of chemical reactions that extract energy from molecules like glucose, like the ATP. What is ATP? ATP is a protein, isn't it? I have no idea. Like I said, not great at chemistry. Much less organic chemistry. Something triphosphate. Triphosphate sounds familiar. Right, I need... Oh, I need fuel as well. biofuel. There we go. So I went in and I found the audio settings. So I did turn down the mining sound, and I also turned down the crafting sound because it was very loud. And I also turned down the chainsaw because there's basically never a time when I actually want to hear the chainsaw sound over whatever I'm doing in game. Adenosine triphosphate is ATP, also from Google. Okay. Chainsaws are obnoxious no matter what they're in. True. Although chainsaws in real life are kind of cool. I grew up in Washington State, and a lot of people, I think still a lot of people, I think less so now, but a lot of people have like wood fire stoves, like for heating. Fire stoves. Wood fireplaces. Wood burning stoves. What are they called? I can't brain today. Anyway, I grew up with a wood burning stove for heating in the house. And so I had to, it was one of the chores I did, was like chopping wood every single night to stay warm between the months of October and May-ish, maybe April, depending on the weather of that year. And yeah, so I grew up around chainsaws. I grew up around axes. I have a lot of muscle memory. In fact, I've thought about doing... Would you guys watch a wood chopping stream? Because I have a hard time getting myself to a gym to work out. And I need to work out. Like, I'm getting older. I need to set up good habits so that I can keep my muscles and capabilities to do physical things and not get injured. I mean, it's extremely early for me to be saying this. I'm not a boomer. Like, I'm not that old. But I'm just concerned because I've been, for mental reasons, I have been not pushing myself to work out. And I should, and I need to. So I was like, why not like go find somebody that needs a lot of wood chopped, because maybe they have a wood burning stove, and just stream it. And I'll have a mic. I have wireless mics that I use during Phasmo Fridays, and I'll talk to you guys, and you guys can watch me chop wood, and I don't know, it could be a fun thing. We could even do kind of a picnic thing where when lunch is something interesting. I don't know. April is objectively the best month because I was born in it. You know what? I agree. Lunch is wood. Eat the log. Like a drumstick. We could do Stick Nation breaks. Like if it's in the woods, we go look for sticks. I am full. I am very full. Can I make more room? No. So I'm making an executive decision. Let's go home real quick. Drop stuff off at the house. And then we'll come back. I think I've got enough fuel to get things started for now for the awesome sink, but we're so close, I might as well just drop home, clear the inventory, then go back out for ore. Seems like it is time for me to lose, as I must snooze. See you next time. Kreb, thanks for hanging out. Have a good night. Tomorrow's Phasmo. I'll probably be streaming this weekend. But if I don't see you again, have a good evening. Have a good weekend. And thanks for watching. Okay. We're dropping stuff off. Let's first... I don't have signs yet, so I've color-coded things. This is leaves, which I don't have any. This is mycelia. Sorry, this is for the biomass generator stuff. This is mycelia, and I don't have a lot of mycelia, so let's not put it in there. And let's drop in a stack to get things started. Hopefully it comes back online automatically. Store all? Yeah. We'll store some stitch plates. Actually, we'll keep the stitch plates because I need to build stuff. So anything else I can drop? Protein. We can drop the protein in the sink real quick. Gotta go. Cats, have a good stream. Thanks for hanging out. Seems to be, that's already, yep, we're good. Okay. Oh, motors. Motors and rotors. Yeah, okay. Bam, bam. Modular frames we'll put away. And it looks like... Nope, the smart plating is not done. So let's keep that. Let's get that turned on. Okay. Nope. Come on. There we go. Is that what I think it is? Nope, that's not what I think it is. You know, I forgot that I can scan. What is this trick that you're using? Oh, it is the photo mode. If you press the P button, you can take photos. You can also do, you can detach now. This was a 1.1 update. Unfortunately, it's real time. And then it'll save it. You can press tab and then open the screenshots folder, and it'll take you all the way there. Oh, the parachute for the ramp? That is kind of, I don't know if it's a glitch or whatever, but if you kind of look diagonally at an upward incline, then you get a bunch of upward momentum on the parachute. It's kind of like a slippery bug, but it's very nice, and you can make entire like obstacle courses or like travel paths, elevators, that kind of thing. And that's honestly what I've been using most of the time. Okay. Where's the... There it is. Kukumba Famke? I feel like I've said your name before correctly. Also work with catwalk ramps and stairs are steeper. It's the best. Yes, it really is.
Surface genetic sampling indicates this freighter may have come from a planet run by apes.
Oh my gosh. Ha ha, Ada. Damn, Quartz is really far away. Oh, it's just a kilometer. So, like, the best thing to use the parachute bug with is, like, getting up slopes. For platforming and just, like, getting places in general. Across the map. It's very nice. You remembered how to pronounce it correctly? Okay, good. One. Where were they? 2, 3. Okay, good. Was there only 3? I feel like there's more. OB stands for obstetrics or obstetrician. Me? Well, yeah, I think it does. I was in the notes, and it's the tag for orange bold in the notes. And I think that's what Bobby Thompson was referring to. Right, OB. I'm joking. Okay. Oh, right. I learned how to make... I unlocked gas masks, and I forgot to make one. I need coal, fabric, and steel pipe. Okay, so I need to find a steel pipe, and then I can make gas masks. It was crazy that they changed quartz nodes into iron in my cave, so my quartz plant got backed up with iron. Oh yeah. Yeah, the difference between 1.0 pre 1.0 and 1.0 did change a lot. That was one of the reasons I decided to just start a new save when 1.0 came out. Shot him in the back. Feels bad.
Harvest the scripture. Compose it into a blood song.
Into a blood song? You know, as a nerd who loves music, I really dig sci-fi or fantasy that's based on like singing. It's like tonal magic in Elder Scrolls, or like you know, the song that this alien AI is talking about. I'm just a sucker for it. I like it. The idea that you can hack like life or like do artificial magic through some kind of like complex tonal magic, basically, I guess. I don't know. I like it. Where? There's a giant ass cave underneath us. I don't know where the cave entrance is, though. This feels like another starting area. Music is fun. It really is. I was working on writing music more before I popped into stream. Nice. That is something that I'm really trying to work up to doing. Which reminds me, I reached out to a studio for music lessons, and I have not heard back from them, so I need to try a different studio. Go northeast and you'll find the cave entrance. Okay, thank you. It's not on the surface, and it's in a cave. Okay. I know the backside of it is kind of out in the open. That's limestone. Okay. Is this limestone or sulfur? Nope, it's limestone. I do not remember seeing a limestone node or just like vein, I guess, or whatever you call it. I think I probably just ignore them ever since my first save. Oh, it's a good shot. Really? Modular frames? How many was that? 10? You need to go northeast, not east. Okay. By the water. Okay, that's what I was thinking of. I was just going to go the other side. Oh, I only needed 5. I'm gonna drop this modular frame because I only have one. Not worth keeping. The easiest entrance I know of for that cave is on the river outlet between the rocky desert and the spiral coast. Okay. I don't remember where the spiral coast is, though. I guess I could look at my map. Oh, like over here? I'm assuming you mean. Yeah, okay. Find the coal nodes right by the river northeast of you. Okay. I was hoping it'd be over here. Although I do hear the mews. The mews and the meeps. Oh, there's just one. I know I'm not going the right way, but I just kind of want to see what's over here. Thank you, Bean. There's like 4 to 5 entrances to that cave? Okay. That makes me feel better. What setting do you have to make the hit shot sound? I think that's default, isn't it? The other main entrance to that cave is on the northwest corner of the map, also by some coal nodes. Okay. Oh, they can swim through the water? That's scuffed. Oh, big guy. Big boy. Bean, save me. Thank you. What is spawning? Oh. Woo! Uncle Carl, thank you for the raid. How's it going? Good to see you. It's been a while. Hope you're doing well. What were you guys playing? Whoa. Gotti. You're playing Fortnite. Nice. How did that go? Hopefully well. Any chicken dinners? Although... Wait, do they call them chicken dinners in Fortnite? Or is that just PUBG? Carl raid. Carl, you raided me, Carl. What is that from? That way of saying Carl. Which is a chicken dinner? Oh, it's when you win. Llamas with hats. Yes. Okay, yes. I knew you'd get the reference, Crow. Is that of pipes for gas mask? That's a good question. Thanks for the reminder, noob. Let's get distracted really quick by opening up the hard drive. And then we'll look at the gas mask. And now I just need 250 biomass to make... Oh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ah, dang it, I went over. 50 fabric. Fortnite gross. If it's not your cup of tea, I get that. I won't rule it out as a game I'll play because I do like battle royales. I tried Fortnite myself recently, and I really don't like the fact that there are NPCs, like fake players. Like I don't want to win to be like, I don't know. I don't want to be training against bots, basically. I would rather fail to get a win against real humans. Fortnite has a regular win in which it gives you a crown. If you win with the crown, you get a pillow crown, which is an emote that allows your character that shows when you win. It shows when you win, you're holding the crown as clout. Oh, okay. Interesting. Ranked gameplay only has human players after you hit gold status. Okay. I think the difficulty with ranked... Well, actually, no. I don't know. If ranked... So does Fortnite... So some battle royales will have a spectrum of ranks or like player skill ratings. So players with a spectrum of skill ratings. And so like, you know, there'll be like a lot of... It'll be like a normal distribution. So like top ranked players will be few and far between. The majority will be like average play skill ratings, and then like there will be a little bit of you know, depending on what the schedule of the normal distribution is, or like the schedule of skill rating population. Does Fortnite do that, or is it like with ranked, I guess? Or is it just random? Because that kind of determines if I would want to play ranked. I generally avoid ranked because I don't want to get too sweaty, unless it's the only way to get an actually like interesting match, you know. Okay, so let's do coal. I need coal. Okay. I don't need these debris, so I'm going to leave them so I can come get them later. Oh, I thought that wood moved there. I thought that was like a flamingo or something. Okay, where is this dang cave? I really want to play Satisfactory again. It's been a hot minute. It's really good. I got hooked nearly instantly. Let's try this way. Hey, Chris. Good to see you. Haven't played since before Update 8. Dude, you've got to play. They've added two blueprint... Two more blueprint sizes. They added vertical conveyor lift splitting. They've added a free, like, you know how they have a conveyor floor hole? They now have a conveyor wall hole for you to put a conveyor wall hole wherever you want. They've got so much. I actually can't cover it all. And that's like half because I don't remember and half because there's so many things that change that it's like, it's awesome. Last time I played was March 18th. Well, and you just have, 1.0 is 9. 25. March 25. Okay, so yeah. You've just got 1.1 update to play. Oops. Dimension Depot? Yes! That's the big one! That's my favorite! What the heck? I've never seen that. The slugs are like interdimensional or something? Like it was like sucking on the... Or maybe that... I don't know. Maybe that was like just energy it was emitting and it was like... mapping onto the wall. And causing that crazy effect. I've never seen that slug effect. That's cool. You found the other entrance? Okay, cool. I will get all this mycelia. Oh, it's so nice having the chainsaw sound down. I hope you have a good night. I'm going to head out. Kat is deciding to barf, so it's probably time for me to feed her. Have a good one. Thanks for the raid again. I appreciate it. It's good to see you. Oh, geez. I thought that was like a new enemy or something. I was like, what is going on? A portal to hell has opened. Yeah, take care of yourself, Carl, and have a good weekend if I don't see you again. Oh, summer sloop. Hell yeah. Not enough space. Okay. This is like a horror movie. I look up and there's spiders on the ceiling, which you can't see because I've got arachnophobia mode. Let's see. I can create protein. That saves a spot, and now... Whoa! Woo! That's so many of them! It's like when you it's like when you're like sweeping up like an egg sack or something, like a spider egg sack, and then like suddenly all the babies hatch and there's like a horde of spiders crawling all over your broom. That was creepy. There's cat PNGs on the ceiling. Save us. Yeah. Equip gas mask for a free splat. Yes! Good call. Very good call. Poodaloo.
Our blood could fill the effigy veins for a resonance song. Scripture becomes harmony, becomes composition. Defile our temple, and the threads will sew the windows open.
Pattern analysis continuing. New instruction. Repeat Pioneer exposure to alien artifacts. Brain damage compensation packages may be available on successful completion of a special claims form. Our expert Fix-It medical staff are impartial and always open to assess your claim.
Why does that feel like a trap? They're going to induct me into some scientific study against my will. Have you seen the TikTok of the lady ing a cat in an alley at night and she looks up and there's 30 other cats sitting on the fence? Yes, I have. That is exactly what happened here. Okay. I got a lot of mycelia. I think I'm good on fuel for a while. So I'm going to stop picking it up. Come on. Crap. I want quartz. I don't know how to get there. I think I came in from there, so I should be good to go this way. Yep, there's the quartz. Heck yes. Be aware, last time I was in that cave, there's one part that gets really glitchy where you're underwater, but there's no water. If you go deep enough, you're not suddenly not in the water anymore. Weird. Whoa! I walked into the wrong street. I'm in the wrong side of town. There we go. Okay. That was an alarming sound for a moment. Let's see. Oh, I know what I can do. I can make some more rebar ammo because I've used a lot. And I'm almost down on a stack of iron bars. Let's actually keep that one up. What do you mean no space? Oh, I need to use a few more iron bars. I love RDPing into my laptop because I don't have a spare keyboard and mouse to use with it. Nice. I have a new file server that I haven't installed an OS in yet, and I'm probably just going to exclusively SSH into it because I don't really have time to set up like an actual interface setup. Crap. I waited too long now. Oh, there's only 3. I got them all. Okay. The body's despawned, so I didn't know where the protein was. I've come out of hibernation. What did I miss? Welcome. We're starting a new save because of Satisfactory 1.1. And it's going well. I'm actually semi-organized this time. I'm calling PETA. They're virtual kittens. That makes it sound worse. Hey Musa, welcome in. There's a weird invisible water plane that doesn't cover the full depth of the cave. It's on one tiny side of path, so you might not even find it. Okay. I will avoid exploration. Where's the hub? Okay, so if we continue moving forward. And since we're here, I think I will belt these out. Let's see, what is this? Pure? Okay, so that's going to be maxed out. Oh, and I got Samore as well. Heck yes. Oh my gosh. Nope. Nope. My aim is atrocious. Maybe I should just use the Xeno Zapper. I don't have it, actually. Okay, that one's stuck. Okay, Dr. Normal, happy first time chat. I love this game so much and cannot wait to play with the elevators. I know, that's me too. I am looking forward to it. It's part of the reason I started a new save is so I could build buildings to use the elevators. I'll probably have two elevator shafts, one for the elevator and one for a hypertube cannon though, because chances are I'll probably get impatient. I feel like this is a combination of Deadliest Catch and Undercover Boss, or whatever that show was. It's like being my supervisor and watch me like build stuff. But he's also like trying to kill me. Maybe Deadliest Catch wasn't a good example because it's not. I'm not catching anything. Oh, you got out. Must finish what I'm doing. There we go. Okay. Get some crack and it. What? Musa, stop telling people to use drugs. Any of the. Oh, wait. I've got 1,200 hours total in the game, and I've always started over with every update. That's some creds right there. I am slightly behind you. I have 1,000 hours ish, and I have not started every update. I've got 3. I really should use conveyor elevator or what's that called? Stacking for this. You know what? Why don't Why don't I map out where I'm going first? And I might actually just get one quartz node. I have 2K in Factorio, and I haven't scratched the surface on what I plan to do in-game. Nice. I hate this cave. There's so much... I have such PTSD. Yeah. Yes, there's a lot. Honestly, there's so many! Oh my gosh! The arachnophobia mode makes it easier to see them and just shoot in the center of them. Come on. Oh, I want to go faster. Gotta go fast. Chili dogs. Okay, so let's take... What? You're not allowed to spawn? Who told you could spawn? I might not have enough materials for Mark II belts out of here. I'm gonna go scuffed. I'm sorry. I'm gonna go scuffed. I'm just gonna do a very dirty belt method out. I like doing the tedious stuff offline so I don't feel like I'm wasting your time. I know some people enjoy it. Come on. Am I already out of stuff? I am already out of stuff. Okay, so I'm going to have to come back. Let's just map the way out. I tiled this entire cave in my save to have an underground belt highway from one side of the biome to the other. Oh, is that what's happening? Do I need to find a different exit? Do I need to belt it backwards? Let's make some portable miners just to grab a stack or two of each for now. And I think I'm actually going to go backwards. To the cave entrance, because I feel like if I go that way, it's going to take a lot longer.
Thank you!
Oh, Dr. Normal, thank you for the follow. Fun fact, if you build a foundation on the ground with the moss texture, the texture leaks onto the foundation. It looks weird and moldy. Really? That's cool. That's something I've always kind of wished you could get is like dirt. Crap, what's that called? What's the word for stuff you put on textures to give them imperfections or like some kind of... It's like a mapping file or something like that. My words, they fail me. You'll never kill them all. You play offline? I do. I play a lot offline. It is such a chill out game. Like my primary, like, I've been gaming since I was like 6. And it has gotten me through a lot of difficult times, and it's like helped me in a lot of ways in terms of like mental health and just general metabolism. Honestly, I probably would have, if I didn't have video games, I probably would have known I had ADHD a long time ago. But, you know, What happens, happens. But games have served that purpose for me. Like, I always have a game to help me chill out and like take the edge off. It's like better than drinking, you know? And more healthy for you. You know, if you feel like you need a drink, go play a game. This is not medical advice. I don't know anything about that kind of thing, but I feel like that could have been me. So I'm very glad for video games. Can you elaborate on the texture thing? I'm talking about decals, I guess they're called. Decals that you put over textures to give them a worn look so that you don't have to make multiple versions of a texture. You can just add the decal over it. Okay, I think the word I was looking for is decal, so thank you for asking again. That, like, shook the memory loose. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna belt this way. So I'm gonna go dismantle all that stuff and try again. They aren't just meant for that, but yeah. Yes, correct. My game lately has been Dune Awakening. I considered playing that. It's the PvP part and the people fricking up your game. I think I talked about this literally last stream, so I won't spend a lot of time on it, but the feeling of getting absolutely dumpstered on by people because they had more time in the game than you is just such a shitty feeling. And I really don't like. I'm a competitive person. You know, I don't like being bad at stuff. I like knuckle down and really try when I care. You know, and if there's a game that's PvP, I want to be good at it. And so whenever you play a game where it's like open world and like the limiting factor or the delimiting factor between you and another player is how much time they've spent, doesn't feel good. I don't know that Dune Awakening is like that though, so I don't know what I'm talking about. Oh, not mutually exclusive. Is it a normal map? Yeah, Amy Marion, I think that is what I was going for. Because a normal map, at least in Blender, because I haven't. I'm not actually. Casual probably knows more about this than I do. Casual Cynic. A normal map is like a seed file, and this is a very jank explanation because I'm just trying to like remember and then also explain in words that I can use. But it like you know what? No, I'll just say like you can use normal maps to like give things realistic textures, right? Shapstar, thanks for the follow. Welcome in. It scratches a very similar itch that Satisfactory has for me. Interesting. Like, is there a building in Dune Awakening? Deep Desert is big. I've only ever seen one person, and they were cool. Okay, cool. That's kind of nice. Yeah, when I thought of Dune Awakening, I thought of Rust. Or what's the other one? Where people, like, you build and then people can come in with, like, nothing but underwear and assault rifles and just destroy your building, destroy everything that you spent the last multiple days working on, and then, like, you know, pee on your corpse. And it's like, I don't like that. It's not fun. I got a slot. There we go. PUBG, but yeah, Rust, definitely, yeah. Yes. A normal map is used for lighting. It makes light behave in a different way than it would without having to add more polygons. Honestly, the specifics are topics of a graduate level graphics engineering courses, but that's my layman's explanation. Okay, yes. Yes, that makes sense. I think my brain, when I heard about normal maps and learned about it for the first time, it translated into, okay, make things look realistic. Good. But yeah, I totally forgot the part about lightning. Thank you for that. I saw a friend play it, Dune Awakening, and I gotta say, best worms I've seen in years. The sand physics are really neat, and in a a open multiplayer game, like network game, that's I would say that's an achievement. As far as like Dune lore goes, I don't know. Wire's too long? Okay. I don't know that much about Dune. I read the first book and then Children of Dune, and I think I started the last book and I was like, it's too weird for me. Or I think it was like too wordy. Okay, I'm finally out of stuff. You know what? I've got slots. I might as well stay here and craft what I need for Quartz MAM research. Hey, go to sleep. I feel like Rust is only fun when you don't take it too seriously. Like playing with 10 people. Yes. Like I would totally participate in a group stream or like a group thing where like, you know, you see those clips where like people, they're like they're like have one person as bait and they go like confront a troll or like a group of like toxic players, and then like they get downed. The person that's bait gets downed, and then suddenly over the hill comes like 30 like naked players all with weapons, like, you know, dangerous weapons or whatever, assault rifles, etc. And they just like totally dumpster the toxic players. Like that's like revenge fantasy type content, which I mean, it gets to me for sure. Like I despise being trolled in those types of games. Ooh, cheap silica. Oh, Caterium wire. I don't think either of these are good. Caterium wire is a B recipe, B tier, and cheap silica is C tier, I think. Yes, C tier. So of these two, of these two, I would pick Caterium wire, but I think I'm going to rescan. Fine concrete and fused wire. Fine concrete is A tier. Okay. And fused wire is B tier. Okay, fine concrete it is. And let's go to quartz. Let's unlock. Think of normal maps as a texture for 3D depth. That's cool. Okay. One of these days I'll take a Blender
Research
course.
Completed. Quartz crystal recipe unlocked. New quartz research available.
Cool. Cool. Tight. Is that Beetle? Yes, it is. Wind Waker is my favorite Zelda game. I know that's not a traditional choice. I did play Ocarina of Time in the 90s, but I didn't beat it in the 90s, and I wasn't like mentally aware enough for it to hit for me as much as it did. I did play it just a few years later out of the 90s, and it was awesome. But Wind Waker had a huge like positive impact on me. It was so fun. I could not wait to get back to playing it. It gave me like that open world style of game also was not very common yet. So like the infinite possibilities, it made me like. I also like water sports. I mean, I haven't done a ton, so like I can't really tell you about water sports, but like I think it would be awesome. There's a dude on Instagram. He's probably on TikTok and other stuff. He quit his job as like a car salesman, and now he's sailing across the Pacific Ocean. I think his name is Max or something. Maybe not. But he's got a cat, and it's just him on a sailboat with a cat, and he's like just a really humble dude, and he's just like, I don't know everything that I need to know. I've done research. I listened to feedback. He didn't say anything like that, but I'm like kind of like trying to explain how he comes across to me. But he's a super cool dude. I would love to do that. Now, will I ever? Probably not. All that to say, Wind Waker, awesome. I love it. I feel like Rust is only fun when you take it too seriously. Oh, I already read that. Streamer Brain. I don't think any PvP will ever be as toxic as some of the stuff that's happened on ARC official servers. Really? I haven't heard much about that stuff. Oh. Let's bring this over here. What am I doing? There we go. Wait. Yes. Okay. I need 100. 100 of quartz crystals. If you keep the recipes in the library for long enough, you'll get 6 more inventory slots. I actually have declined that one. Like I had as an option. Is that what you're talking about? Like the option to get 6 more inventory slots? I've been playing Planet Crafter recently. I bought that during a Steam sale. I have not played it yet. Is it good? Why aren't they releasing the HD version of Wind Waker that came out on the Wii U? Dude, because Nintendo has a monopoly on fun games and they know it. It's very frustrating. I love their games, but the way they do business is very not cool sometimes. I kind of want to get a Switch too, but a lot of people are unhappy about it, and I don't think that'll stop me from getting it because I don't think it's really a situation you can vote with your wallet very effectively. But I'm just not in a rush because like the games are so expensive, and like I don't know, they're kind of trying to pull a Wii U situation. I feel like they're doing better than they did with the Wii to Wii U generation, because it's like people who got the Switch, it's now a Switch 2, and it's like, oh, it's the next one. Okay, cool. It's like a lot of people with the Wii U didn't know it was a new system. They thought it was like a new add-on or something. And that was literally just because of the stupid name. Like, I mean, I didn't mind the Wii U name, and I'm also a gamer, so I like paid attention and I knew about it. But I got some drop frames. I think I'm back. Crap. One sec. I think we're good. Okay, we're good. Yeah. So there's just so many things. The digital game shelf or whatever they call it, like that's just like Xbox got dumpstered in like 2013 with the Xbox One X, or the Xbox One, for the digital library thing, and they're just pulling the same damn thing, and so like, it's not great. It's not great for game archival, like game preservation. It's not good for game ownership. Like, you buy a game, you own it, you get to play forever. Nintendo can shut down any game they want forever. and you can no longer access it offline. Well, actually, I don't know about that. Maybe they have a system where you'll if you've downloaded it, you'll have it forever. Maybe. I don't know. I won't make that assumption, but it's just, I don't know. It just doesn't feel like a good purchase right now. Maybe when more games come out, I'll be into it, but we'll see. In Ark, you can knock players unconscious, handcuff them, lock them in a cage, and force feed them sleepy time drugs. I don't know if I should read the rest of that. That is terrible. As long as you keep them full of food, water, and narcotics, there's literally nothing you could do except never play on that server again. That's terrible game design. That is absolutely terrible game design. And I feel like those developers either knew that and are sociopathic, like they don't care, or they just were never funded to fix it and add the features to like make the game fun for people. Like, what is the idea behind systems like that? That sounds terrible. You should not... Look, I don't know. Like, obviously, crimes in games are not real. But there are things you can do to people to influence and impact their experience. And so, like, if there is such a thing as, like, committing... I don't know. It's not that serious. It's just... That's terrible. And that's not fun. And I don't think that should ever exist. That's appalling, Clock. That's crazy. The only reason I want to Switch 2 is for the new Mario Kart game. It looks so fun. I kind of learned my lesson with that. Like, I bought Mario Kart for the Wii U, actually. And I played it, like, for 2 weeks. I probably played it longer than that. I probably played it for a couple months. But I didn't have anybody to play it with, so I just stopped. So I feel like if I get it, I'll do the same thing where I'll play it for a little while, but then it won't. It just won't stick for me. If you like Satisfactory, you'll like Planet Crafter. Okay. Good. I'll keep that on the list then. I'm too busy enjoying all the old Switch games at 60 FPS. Okay, never mind. You just... Gosh damn it. Sedix, you just reminded me why I was thinking about getting a Switch 2 in the first place, which was to finish my playthrough of Tears of the Kingdom and upload it on YouTube. Because I stopped playing that because I got super sidetracked on making a video out of the Bell minigame. And that just killed the entire playthrough. I just couldn't pick it up. And then life got crazy after that too. So I want to play it on 60 FPS. That would be good. It was not... Yeah, the arc mechanics were not thought out. Which they should update it. Like that it's kind of egregious to leave that in. According to Nintendo, you can only rent the Switch 2, you don't own it. Which is that should not be legal. That makes me very scared. And scared in not like there's a threat, like a mortal threat or like a physical threat. It makes me very concerned over the concept of ownership in the US. Like, if you went up to a company as a person and they're like, hey, let's see, let me rein it in a bit. Let's say you're just out of college and you got a good job, and so you don't have to have roommates. Great. Or maybe you do have roommates, but you bought a house, or you're the primary renter, right? And they don't have washer and dryer. Cool. You got to get a washer and dryer. You can do it a bunch of ways, but you decide, I want something good that'll last, and I'll take it when I leave. So let's go buy a washer and dryer. And you go to the store and you're like, hey, I'd like to buy a washer and dryer. And they're like, well, you can buy this washer and dryer, but it's not actually owning it. And so what am I trying to explain? When you rent things out, you have liability. And that means that if there's any... crap. I gotta think about this for a sec. Like, what's the fastest way? when you buy something from a company, you are entering in a contract. Contract law in the US is like it's a huge part of our economy. It's like how any of it works. When you buy something, you have a contract with the company. You go to Best Buy or GameStop and you buy a game, right? You have a contract. A contract is a mutually beneficial agreement for an exchange of goods and services. So you give them money, that's their benefit. They give you game, that's your benefit. Both parties are benefit from the contract, and then the contract term is over because you have the game, it's now yours. Done. Cool. Good. When you're renting something, if you don't own it, it's a perpetual contract, right? You buy the Switch 2. It's theirs. It's never yours. They have given you a perpetual license, or like it's just a perpetual contract to have it. So like there's this risk, right? If you break it, technically, because it's a contract, like a contract is an agreement. It's not only the agreement, but it's also the statement of remedy in case of injury. And that's like legal words for when something goes wrong or somebody is in breach of contract, this is what happens. And so like what does that say about it? It just brings up a bunch of questions, I guess. Like what happens when you break your Switch? Like, do they care? Will they ever care? Will they ever update their contract to like what's in the terms of services when you buy a Switch 2? I don't know. I'm not very focused right now. It's just very bad. Nintendo will have power over you, and this thing that you consider yours, because in all traditional purchase and exchange of goods and services, ownership transfers to the purchaser. It's not. It's like if Nintendo wants to, they can pursue you legally for doing something to your Switch. It's just I don't know. I'm gonna leave it alone because I can't really articulate what I'm trying to talk about right now, and it's probably really frustrating to listen to. Where's my map? There it is. Okay, let's make some silica. One of the reasons I quit is because Rust added handcuffs. That's crazy. Nintendo is so isolated from the rest of the ecosystem that they will get away with it, and that'll end up giving the rest of the industry precedent or prior cause at this point when they try inevitably, and they try it again. Yeah. Nintendo will announce Friends Plus in 2028. AI friends that play with you, but will be deleted if you stop paying Nintendo for the subscription. Yeah. Delete your friends. Shit, seriously. It's not, they sold a product, not a service, but until someone sues them, so they're going to keep doing it. Yeah. Thank you for the hydrate. That wasn't frustrating? Okay. It didn't sound very coherent to me. It's just the one of the best college courses that I took that were electives. So like you elect to take an extra course that's not a part of your degree. I was electing to do business classes, so I was trying to like maybe make it into a business minor, which honestly it's just been goated. Like I took a business law class, and that like taught me everything I needed to know about contract law to at least be able to understand how to do more research in the future. At the very least, it like explains just how fundamental contract law is to like economy and like global economy, like everything, like from buying a frickin' burrito for lunch to, you know, whatever. It just makes a lot of things work. And having this situation where like companies have so much power and you as a customer want it's so bad that you're willing to go into an agreement that means that they get more out of the deal than you do. You know, like, what if I sold you a washer and dryer that I had to activate every time you wanted to use it? Or I could turn off whenever you wanted. So no more wash laundry. You know, what if I sold you a laundry, like a washer and dryer that you had to like use an app to like pay me $1 every time you wanted to wash a load. Like, it's all in the realm of possibility. And it's also like done in the video game industry. So like, it's just bad. It's batshit insane. Like, it sounds like a Keurig machine. Yes, that's exactly a situation where I hope that failed for Keurig. At least I know a lot of stuff like that. That was outraging. I was not happy about that, and that like got me further into coffee, like making coffee, and like, you know, like I got a burr grinder so that I could make coffee taste better, easier. And it just made me experiment more, and like now I love coffee, and I will never use Keurigs unless I have to ever again, because Keurig coffee is so much worse than fresh ground coffee, even from like a drip coffee machine. Like seriously, go drink like just grind the coffee before you make it. Don't get pre-ground stuff. It will make an insane difference to how good your coffee tastes. Like I drink black coffee. You won't need like cream to drink coffee that's been freshly ground. You know, get a medium roast or a light roast. It'll taste better. Will be less bitter for you if you're not like if you don't like the idea of drinking black coffee. But Keurig pissed me off so bad. As you can tell, Sedix, you hit the nail on the head. If my 2-year-old destroys my Switch 2, then they should repair it for free. I mean, yeah, I mean they've got a perpetual ownership of your Switch 2. They're like a landlord at that point, right? Maybe that's the legal direction we should be pushing for, is like if we don't own anything, then we should get renters' rights. J. Robert Blockenheimer, welcome. Sorry, I went on a rant about the Switch 2, but Intercontinental Ballistic Hypertube % speedrun. I did that. I've done that in other worlds. This time I was actually going to try and do just fast hypertubes. So like I'll have, I guess they're still ballistic. It's just, I think I'm going to connect. I'm not going to have hypertube cannons as much as like hypertube accelerators this time. We'll see how it goes. Maybe I'll skip it and do cannons. We'll see. Here goes P&W boy going on about his coffee. Keurig is awful coffee though. Some of the worst I've had. Yeah. No, I'm like, it's one of those things. I'm a person that does not spend extra time doing things just because I love doing it. Like, other than video games. I don't like hobbies that have a lot of steps that I don't think what I was about to say was going to be true. So let me say it a different way. I don't get into hobbies very easily. They have to like provide some kind of innate value for me, or like give me good taste. Like, so like coffee and tea, like my coffee, I don't want to call it a journey, but like I got into coffee very like step by step, where like I used to drink coffee with a ton of cream and sugar. Because that's how everybody did it, right? Like you have to have creamer. It's like Irish cream or like vanilla cream or whatever, creamer, or just regular half and half. I used to drink a ton, like just it was like white coffee, like basically, because that's how I was taught, and it was like I like this, it's sweet, I like it. And then like I discovered, I don't even remember my steps. I started drinking black coffee at some point because I didn't have time. And then I was like, oh, this isn't bad. It's not as bitter as I thought. And then that was like Folgers. I was drinking Folgers black. And then I started getting into French press. which was very simple. I wanted it quickly. I wanted like it to taste a little bit better because Folgers was kind of crap. It's like I'll never judge anybody that drinks Folgers, and I'll drink Folgers myself if I have to, if it's the only thing. But it's not like I won't drink it. But I went from like cream only or creamer, and then black but like weak, and then a little bit stronger, and then I started doing pour overs, and then I did Keurig, and because Keurig was just easy, and then I did Keurig with my own grounds, and then I did AeroPress, and it's like the further I went, it was just like every step is like, oh well, this is much better. Oh well, this is much better. Oh well, this is much better, and it's like I'm only doing it because it tastes better to me, and it was more interesting. So like, I just want to convince you, it's worth it. If you like coffee, try it. It could be really good. Like I don't care, and I'm like droning on. I don't remember what I was going to say. I'll stop the rant. I'm like, you guys have been sitting here watching me craft shit for like a half an hour now. I love hobbies with a lot of steps. I love me a complicated hobby. Sure. I think a lot of my hobbies have a lot of steps. Like YouTube certainly has a million steps. Also, we have that's called a quarter laundromat, but we don't have a quarter laundromat in, the consumer's home. You have to go somewhere to a business that serves that service. But yeah, don't give companies ideas. We need to stop that shit. Yeah. Dopamine. Is eating 8 potatoes and falling asleep a hobby? It could be. If they're raw, no, that's just psychopathic. Musa, stop eating raw potatoes. This is why I love lighting design and programming, the ultimate amount of million steps. Well, look at Mr. Brain Juice over here, just doing a million steps. I hope you're getting credit in your workout app. I do not eat raw potatoes, man. That's my mom's thing.
Pocket dimension
I
now
can't with you, Musa.
dimensionalized with additional dimensional capacity.
Okay. Let's see. Crystal oscillator. I need more plates. Raw onions are excellent, especially frozen. Okay, now you trolling me. Like, actually? Actually, I could be into that. I do like the bite that onions have. I think this is probably an ADHD thing. I don't know. But the stimulation that certain foods and drinks gives me, like super hot sauce, like eating Carolina Reapers and Pepper X and Scorpion peppers and all that, like it probably does give me dopamine to eat them. It's like that rush. Like I'm doing something that is putting my body at risk, and that's invigorating. And I feel like onions kind of fit in that category where like they have a certain amount of bite to them, especially raw. Well, only when they're raw. I just don't know. I don't know if it would taste good enough. Not me actually considering eating raw onions like an apple. Oh, you didn't say like an apple. I just imagined you eating raw onions like an apple. Okay. That's on me.
Research completed. Crystal oscillator recipe unlocked. New quartz research available.
Onions belong in the trash. Oh no, we've got a picky eater. I'm joking. I don't actually know. I do like onions a lot, but I know a lot of people that don't. Oh, it's not brain juice. It's a desperate chase for the next dopamine hit. Sure. I think we're similar in that, Casual. It's like a strange sorbet. Would you eat onion ice cream, Amy Marion? Definitely not whole, although now that you mention it, a frozen onion popsicle. What have I done? Okay, I think that's enough quartz. Let's take this stuff. We'll grab another stack. How much? Yeah, we got to go home. I can live with onion powder. Onion powder is good. What? Oh, I'm hitting the water. And it's making me drop my build mode. The styrofoam sound when you bite into them is gag-inducing bone chilling. Oh, okay. I know a lot of people that have texture issues. Like with food, I mean. Like they don't like the texture of a certain food and so they won't eat it. And I don't mind a texture as long as it's worth the taste. Texture, it's the autism. Neurospicy attracts neurospicy. You know, it probably is. I know at least several of the people that I'm talking or referring to have autism. I don't think I'd eat onion ice cream because ice cream has all the dairy in it. Dairy and onions mix sound pretty weird even to me, but something like a sorbet would work nicely because there's no dairy. So like you're thinking raw onions, like whipped and frozen, like blended, whipped and frozen. Dumpster fire, welcome. What about the sound of an apple? It's similar. It's not as high pitched. Okay. You mod our onion hate. That's dedication. Dedication to a cause. I can dig that. Even though I don't agree. My mom eats them like that. That's, you know, I won't judge. Personally, when I find something that I like, you know, whether it's like you know, a thing to do or food. I mean, I was like that with coffee. Like a lot of people don't like coffee. I won't judge somebody for trying to have something that they like the way they like it, as long as this, you know, doesn't involve human body parts in a culinary sense. Yeah, it was good to see you. What's cracking? Long time no see. Missed a lot of streams because of work. That's okay. Glad to see you. You know, Satisfactory has got its claws in me again, and I'm very happy for it. Started a new save for 1.1 because of all the changes. Played Clear Obscure Expedition 33 and beat it, and it was very fun. I got very salty, and the endgame bosses like Simon, and and Clea. But I did beat him. Blended into onion snow sounds really nice. I actually would try that. I would legit try that. That sounds good. Welcome, John. Onions are way better when cooked anyway. Yes. I like them both. It's a joke sub? Oh, okay. You know, I wouldn't judge if it wasn't. I appreciate Reddit, even if you know the subs are not for me. As long as, you know, Reddit continues to exist, at least. Caramelized on burgers. Oh, I wanna have a burger with caramelized onions now. I like burgers plain, just meat and cheese. Joel, would you be offended if I said that's autistic as fuck?
Honest question. Would you eat Rocky Mountain oysters? And why is the answer yes?
Whoa. I'm gonna go check the sound alerts. Oh, I have 2 sound alerts. Why did it play twice? I can't find the second one. Okay, well, I'm gonna have to skip that. Would you eat Rocky Mountain oysters? And why is the answer yes? What is a Rocky Mountain oyster? Is that an actual oyster, like a type of oyster? Because the way you ask that question makes me think it may not be. And that concerns me. I think the answer is no,
Strange
then,
alien matter
considering
analysis
your reaction.
completed. Dormant crystalline SAM can now be found with the resource scanner. In its dormant state, it is safe to handle without special equipment and can be stored indefinitely. Research for enabling the reanimation of dormant SAM is now available.
Fill the rivers with blood and let the effigies defile our temples. The sun will follow.
SAM reanimation recipe unlocked. SAM can now be safely awakened, provided it is contained. Meaning, if not contained in special electromagnetic storage, it tends to start breaking atomic bonds of any matter it has physical contact with, and reconstructing it into easily transportable resources.
Scripture and blood compose harmony. Follow our hallowed temple halls and listen to the echoes of your ripples. Our bones are more beautiful than yours.
My bones are more beautiful than yours. Gosh darn it. Everything breaks. Let's put everything in. I don't have any leaves, but I do have mycelia. Quite a few. That should last us until coal power, hopefully. Probably not, but, you know, one can hope. There we go. You can Google on stream, but I advise not showing your browser if you do. Then the answer is absolutely no. Yeah. A land hanging oyster. Okay, so that makes it, Mauser, that makes it sound like an actual thing. Like an actual, like, animal. I think the only coffee I've personally enjoyed was basically just caffeinated chocolate milk. Oh, really? Huh. I think the problem with coffee is that a lot of the coffee you get at, like, Starbucks is terrible.
SAM fluctuator recipe unlocked. The fluctuator can mimic unique communication through patterns of electric frequencies to instruct reanimated SAM to perform specific tasks or give specific restrictions, such as matter to energy conversion. It can also function as matter memory, reading the exact composition and state of a collection of matter in one location, breaking it down, and near instantly reconstructing it in another location, which has incredible potential for smart storage.
I'm going to start skipping dialogue. If you are bothered by that, let me know. Okay. Rotors. I do need to make rotors soon. Rotor production line. Oh, man. Okay, I'm going to jury rig something because I want rotors and I don't want to make the production line right now. I'm missing rotors. Can't make rotors because I can't make rotors because I don't have rotors. Smart plating is done. Okay. It's a real dish and it's very yummy. I don't believe you. I don't believe you. It's part of an animal. Oh, okay. Is it from the most dangerous animal? Man? Humans? They're from bulls? Okay. Thank you, Mauser. I appreciate the clarity. You're the first person to tell me. Well, yeah, Joel said it's a testicle, but where from? Where from? I need to know that. Copper rotors. I could just dump a couple stacks of stuff. Let's do that, actually. Oh, wait, no, I don't want rotors. I want, oh. How do I make the next SAM thing? I must not have unlocked it. Copper rotors. Let's go get a stack of screws. Or two. And then copper sheets. I've got a bunch of them saved up. Oh, I've got 68 rotors right here. Gosh darn it. Where are my copper sheets? There they are. Oh, I need to find a Caterium node as well. Okay, let's go put... Oh, space elevator. Actually, space elevator's over here. Let's go dump stuff in the space elevator. It's Friday for me, so I can talk about this, but the rest of you should be ashamed of yourself. Gooey ducks. I don't think I've actually had gooey ducks. Which are spelled geoducks. But, Yeah, gooey ducking. Actually, no, I think I have had them. I just don't remember because I haven't had them in a long time. Because in Washington State, around the Puget Sound, there are like gooey ducks are like there. I think you might need a license nowadays, but you can dig for them at the beach. I would eat gooey ducks. Desert and worm kept trying to kill me. I couldn't tell you. It's. Oh, you were harvesting spice and deep. Okay, so you weren't in on the convo. Bet you heard it though. You would be clawing your words back if you knew about my childhood. Oh, if you're talking about the burger and why you like it plain, sure. And I don't mean anything by it. Okay. Why is this? Oh, because I made it in the middle. Oh, gosh darn it. Why you no zoop? It turns off zoop after I zoop mode. What are you doing? I didn't know that you respawn. I guess I have to build over you. Bro said I was autistic. Then said I didn't mean anything about. I didn't mean anything by it. Is that an insult? Because it isn't for me. I'm about to die. Let's see. It turns off zoop when you do the corner piece that can't be zooped. And that's the frustrating part. Why? Why are we off? And there's no ramps. There's no half ramps. Well, I'm up here. I don't care. I like this little animation. It's very smooth.
Welcome to the Project Assembly Pioneer Progress presentation. Congratulations, the Phase 1 project part shipment is now ready for delivery. On delivery, Phase 1 will be completed and the distribution platform will be constructed. After completion of Phase 1, the technologies of Tiers 3 and 4 will become available in the hub. Highlights are automated power, steel production, personnel transportation, and many more. Completing Phase 2 of Project Assembly is your next main objective. New project parts will need to be produced and delivered to the space elevator as you have done previously. Continue to construct, automate, explore, and exploit for a better Fix-It future.
Cool. Okay. Choo. Casual Cynic, thanks for hanging out. It was good to see you. Have a good weekend. And good luck at work. Ever tried sisig? I know you've had Filipino food before. I might have. What is it? I don't remember names very well. Oh, is that it? Okay, I thought it was going to be bigger.
Phase 1 of Project Assembly completed. This is only the beginning of Project Assembly, the first step towards saving the day. You have performed adequately so far. Reminder, not only is Fix-It saving humanity, it is saving all of Earth, including kittens and puppies. It is statistically likely that you appreciate the continued existence of kittens and/or puppies. Continue the work for their sake. Continue the work for Fix-It. It is time to start the work on Phase 2 of Project Assembly.
That sounded very manipulative, Ada. Are kittens or puppies actually at stake? It's sizzling pork dish that's chopped up with onions, sauce, eggs, and calamansi sauce. That sounds like I have had that before. And it sounds delicious, especially because I'm very hungry right now, which probably is a good sign to get off soon. So I'll probably be closing stream here in a few minutes. So heads up. You probably know already, but if you crouch, the hive monsters can attack you, in case anyone didn't know that. I did not know that. I always, with monsters, the aggro, I tend to jump around and try and, like, take care of the threat. But, that's cool. Thank you. I'll have to try that. Let's see. There we go. Store all. Onion rings. I did Clockwork. I did see. I'm saying Clockwork again. Crow. I did see the research for the elevator. I don't know if I'm able to do it yet. That was in. Oh no, that was in the Awesome Shop. Silica and advanced steel production in tier 4. Okay, right. I just unlocked tier 2. Where's the hub? Why did I put the hub on top of a mountain? I saw a game that's basically a co-op climbing game where you climb mountains, and it's also made by Landfall. Or at least published by them. I posted it in Mod Talk and thought you could or might be a decent game to play on stream. Okay, I think I might have seen that. In general, wait, that's is that the one that's made by the same people that made Getting Over It with Bennett Foddy? Because I don't like those games. I'm not good at them, and they're frustrating. And I have to relax and remove my expectations. Since it's late, I shall wait till next stream for tea time. Yes, thank you. I appreciate that. And thanks for asking. Oh, peak. Maybe not. Gotta hop off for work to just had my lunch break, and and I jumped in because I saw you live. See you around. Meowser, thanks for hanging out. I appreciate it. I hope you have a good weekend. Have a good shift. Hopefully it's It's quick and easy, and you get a lot done. It's always tea time with the right attitude and bad sleep schedule. You know, if I were going to be streaming more, I would certainly consider it because I haven't had a cup of tea in a couple weeks, which is a sin. Or at least unfortunate. And I would like to drink more tea. It's just I've been drinking a lot of coffee. I actually was gonna try and see if I could do the espresso making machine stream. I got an espresso machine for Christmas last year. It might have been actually 2 years now. Yeah, and I wanted to like kick myself into like actually using it and figuring out and learning how to pull an espresso shot for myself. Because I would like to do that. Because I would like to have espresso at home and not pay for it. And not use machine espresso makers. Because I imagine the heights of good tasting espresso, good tasting coffee can be raised by homemade espresso. Just like they were for using, freshly ground coffee. And what was the other thing? There was like a couple milestones. Like when I started doing a certain thing for coffee, it like drastically improved the taste. And I was like, holy crap, this is amazing. And I have enjoyed it more and more as time goes on. Before we know it, I'm going to have a coffee channel. Probably not actually, but, I do like coffee a lot. Peak was released 3 days ago. Okay, so I have seen it. I think I saw it in some gaming news videos. Probably SkillUp's video. I think SkillUp covered it. I don't remember what I was doing. So I think I'm going to end here. Let's go and save. See my comment 3 comments ago? Oh, it can be, but I didn't take it as one. Yeah, I was thinking about that. I wasn't sure if I wanted to respond, but I think I will lightly. Autism, I think, is one of those things that needs, in terms of like, it needs an update in the in society. Like people's the general populace's understanding of society, I think, needs a refresh. And I know what you're talking about, and like it's like back in the 90s and early 2000s and probably earlier, like, the whole vaccines cause autism, like that's a bad thing. And I think there's like a certain negativity that is pointed to of like people that present autistic in a certain way and are like nonverbal or low functioning or what is that called? I don't remember. I don't think low functioning is the right term, but like there's a certain level of it. It's a spectrum, just like ADHD is, just like bipolar disorder is, just like a lot of things. Not to say autism. I don't know if autism is disorder. So none of this is medical advice, and you should always look up for yourself and decide for yourself. But like autism is not a problem in my opinion. It's just a way, and this is subject to my ignorance. So don't take what I say and base your opinion on it. But like, it's just a way that some people are. It's people that that don't pick up on social cues, and I'm like, I don't know if these are. I'm like giving so many. I'm like so trying to like choose my words very carefully, but like, it's fine. And I don't think it's an insult, but I understand how it can be taken, and I think given what I know and have learned about autism in the last 10, 15 years, it's I don't think it should be an insult, but I know what you're talking about. Your social history does influence it, though. Fair. Right. And everybody has their own experience, and maybe you do know more about autism, and you have your own reasons for not wanting that conversation. But anyway, if you want, I can say a slur so you look good by comparison. Musa, ever willing to help. I appreciate it. No, thank you. I started enjoying coffee when I stopped drinking it and instead had black tea bags boiled in chocolate milk. Please tell me you've never actually done that. Boiled milk does not sound good. Although boiled milk is like that's like a gravy base, isn't it? So maybe it's fine. Maybe you're just drinking tea gravy. If you're careful. If you let it cool down first. Cool. All right, Twitch folks. What do you guys think about raiding? Shall we raid today? Kraken, how do you make hot cocoa? I would say it's boiled. It's just heated up, maybe steamed. Yeah, like boiling is a lot harsher, I think. It's also very possible that my brain just ain't working anymore, and so maybe I'm just like translating what you're saying in a way that doesn't make sense to my brain. Grox, thanks for joining. Yeah, we are about to end. I gotta eat dinner. It's like 10 p.m. here. Okay. I don't see anybody online except for Casual Elephant. Would you guys like to raid Casual Elephant? He's doing software development. Or shall we just skip to credits? First person that says anything, any choice, is what we're going with. And boiled milk talk. Yes. I actually I was mentioning I wanted to do learning how to do espresso stream. And I watched, in preparation for it, I watched a video on how to steam milk. And I have a milk steamer. And I haven't used it yet. So maybe boiled milk is just steamed milk with extra steps. Casual's cool? Yeah, casual is cool. All right, coin flip. All right, heads, we raid casual. Tails, we go to credits. Oh, that's exactly what Clock said. And we got heads. So let's raid casual. Doo-doo-doo. Let's go! Oh, that is not what you said, Clockwork Crow. My bad. We got lucky, though. Cool. YouTube gets to talk to me for like another 10 seconds, so who wins? Have a good night, everybody. I will see you later. Say hi to Casual for me. I'll be there just to say hi and dip, but yeah. See you later. Thanks for hanging out. Tomorrow's Phasmo should be good. I might stream more. Probably not. I got a few things to do tomorrow. Yeah. I'll see you guys later. And I gotta wait for a stream delay so that I can raid them. Almost done. Man, I talk a lot. I'm still talking. I've got stream in my ear. Okay, there we go. Okay, cool. Hi, YouTube. Thanks for watching. I gotta go eat now. I hope you have a good weekend. And read my previous comment. I do have ADHD. Yes, I did see that. Yeah, so do I. And that's real. Okay. Yeah. Thanks for stopping by, Grox, and Joel. Thanks for hanging out, and everybody else. Mirage Gaming. Honestly, YouTube chat was on fire today. I appreciate it. Yeah. I'll see you guys later. Have a good weekend, and I'll let you know in the Discord if I stream more this weekend. Catch you later.